Today I had a special request from Stacy for a Mandala style flower. You're going to need your tools. I'm using the Artistic Wire Deluxe Jig Kit. I have my pegs and some extra pegs. I have the plugs. I will link up a tutorial on how to make some extra plugs. I have some crow beads and I'm using 20 gauge wire. So here's the setup on the jig. I will link up the template in the description below. Don't forget to put the little plugs on the back of your pegs to secure them in place. We'll add also crow beads onto the pegs so they're a little bit wider. We're going to take our 20 gauge wire and wind it around. Now, as you're winding the wire around, you need to hold the beads down so they don't pop out. It's a little bit tricky, but you'll get the hang of it. So just push the beads down and wind the wire around. And you can use your thumb and your finger to do this and just keep going along. And you don't need that many pegs because what you're going to do is remove it and then move it down and keep going with it. So just go back and forth until you get to the end. And then once you get to the end, we're going to carefully remove it from the jig. The beads might pop off, but you can easily just put them back on. Now move it down to the beginning, set it up on the first two pegs, and then keep going with it. We want to keep going along. And the idea is to make 12 of these petals. So just keep going until you have all of your petals done. And then once it's removed, we're going to take our beadle-on looping pliers just to hold the shape of the petals. We're going to put them in and then just hold the shape and then squeeze the petals together. You really want to be able to hold that shape. You can always use the end of a pen if you don't have bigger round pliers. And we're going to squeeze the inner petal inside, so you'll see they touch each other. I decided to use the second largest loop on the looping pliers, so I just went back in and adjusted them a little bit more. Now when you're pushing the petals together, we're going to put one to the back, one to the front, so we're going to alternate so it ends up being more flat. So just squeeze it in, and then you see the inner petals just touch each other. And just go slowly. Make sure the outer petals just touch the edge, and then the inner petals overlap. Just keep going in there, and I'll put a really good photos in the template printable and also in the community section of my YouTube channel. So we're going to just keep going, and what's happening here is as you push the inner petals in, it becomes curved around. I ended up for the sample doing a too long piece, so I just removed that. I'll use it for something else because you really want 12 petals. And then we're going to cut it flush on either side and then just adjust it so it makes a perfect circle. Now we'll take our 26 gauge wire and we're going to wind it around the inner loops to hold the petals together. So just slide it through. I started at the halfway point and we're going to go in and give it a little tug, bring it through and go to the next loop. It's almost like we're sewing it together. So we're just going to give it a little tug, rotate it as you go, and just one by one wind it around the inner petals there. Just carefully give it a good little tug, bring it all the way to that one end, go through the last one, bring it around, good little tug there, and then we're going to go to the other side, so flip it over if it's easier, and then slip it into the loop. Adjust it as you go, bring it through, and then take the end And one by one, we're going to go through these inner loops. Just holding it securely so the flower doesn't get distorted. And go to the next one. 26 gauge wire works well for this because it's quite flexible. You could use 24, but it's going to be a little bit stiffer. Really depends on your wire. This is the artistic wire in the non-tarnish silver color. So keep going around, adjust it as you need, bring it through, good little tug as you go. So now we're going to take our flush cutters and clip one of the ends, and at that point you want to make sure that it's a nice round shape. So you're going to just wiggle those petals around and so they all line up and that it's a nice shape. So just keep giving it a little bit of a wiggle, push it around till you're happy with it. And then take the end of the 26 gauge wire and we're going to thread it through the first loop so it holds it all together. Give it a little tug, and we want to just secure that in place so it makes a full circle. So now it's nice and solid and it makes a perfect little mandala style flower. You can leave it like that or you can add a bead. So I'm adding an 8mm miracle bead, and then we're just going to go to the opposite side and put the end in one of the loops to secure it in place. And we're going to wind it around at least one time so it'll hold. Give it a good little tug with the pliers and then flush cutters to clip it. There we go. Do any last minute adjustments and there's your beautiful mandala style flower. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to sign up below, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.